welcome you to Vaught Hemingway Stadium on this historic night as we wrap up another year of high school football in Mississippi with the first ever Class 7A state championship clash. It's definitely a marquee matchup as Starkville squares off against
being called a coach is a special thing. I've always said I'm an old ball coach myself, and to be called coach and dad are probably the two best things that you can be called on, if as far as a man goes. And so I think our coaches are a lot of father figures to a lot of our athletes. They make an impact on their lives. Our coaches are people we always go back and remember in school. We have great teachers, but we always have a special bond with that coach, whether it's your football coach or your baseball coach or basketball coach, and they make a lasting impression on us that we carry over into our lives as we grow and we go to college and we have families and careers.
I'm not an emotional guy, first and foremost, but proud of my guys because of what we went through, to get to that point. But when we got in, I thought we played really well, and at the end of the day, that's the message to kids. Just never give up, keep fighting, because you never know what happens in the end. And at least by not giving up, you give yourself a fighting chance to have a chance. So,
coming off a state championship, so everybody pretty much, you got a target on your back. I think we handled it pretty good. Of course, facing adversity, lost 3 games in the regular season. Able to fight back, get in the playoffs, and play very well, offense and defense. And make it to the championship again is pretty unheard of. So I think being able to play for 2 in a row was big for the 24 class, and I'm proud of it. For Saturday's game, I think I was more anxious. I was ready to play for it again. We done been there before, and those are the type of stages I love to play in. So being able to play for another one, it makes you ready. I think I was ready to play that game. And the preparation was the same as it was the whole year. No reason to change it up. We just practiced hard, studied our opponents pretty good, and let it fall over into Saturday.
This is my first time ever going to a state championship. I mean, those other guys, I can't say how they felt, but I know how I felt. I felt very nervous. But then once I got out there on the field, I realized it was time.
I think we're going to be in for a treat. We got D1 talent all over the place. This truly is must-see TV.
This is a big one. This is the primetime game on Saturday night. Starkville versus Oak Grove. Yellow Jackets.
Have fun. Do we do? Do we do, okay? We know who we are. Let's see who we are, all right? Right now.
They turn me up, huh? No cap. I'm gonna show them I ain't overrated for real. I'm gonna show them the real fly. Real Cinco.
Let me get 2 taps to the real fly.
Be good. Get lined up. I ain't counting. Punish people. Do your job. Bless the coach out. We blessed to be here. Let's take advantage of what God gave us right now.
Kicking off if they will try to keep it away from these 2 talented returners, and that's exactly what they did. And that is Nehemiah Taylor. To Damari Jefferson.
Terrific job there by Burnside.
Looking as a man inside the 20. Across the middle, complete. Near the goal line, going to be just shy.
They wanted it more than we did. I mean, at some point you just tell yourself that, man, I got to make it all count.
Kylan Calvert with some room. Across the 40, up to the 47-yard line. How about that return by Tylen Calvert? And here is Burnside, right on cue. Hurdles, an Oak Grove defender. 19 of those behind the line of scrimmage. There's a pick. Jalen Owens. Will it be a kick six?
Screen play, we thought they were going to play aggressive, so he pretty much, I think he was in the right place, right time. That just kind of happened, bad luck. And he just stood up and he just caught it. So in my mind, it just knocked him down. And when I went for his leg, he just went right over my head and scored. So at that moment, I know I couldn't get down and couldn't let my teammates see me down from one mistake that don't determine the whole game. So, I mean, I just try to stay positive, and we finally got things going later on in the game.
And here's Calvert on the run. And he's got some space. He's got to try to find the perimeter, giving Eddie and that Starkville offense great field position. And Stevenson inside the 35. That's a first down carry. Incomplete, but you see the flags in the end zone. And this will be on Oak Grove.
We picked it up. No, I don't think nobody really got down at that moment. We still had a whole 3 more quarters to play. The message was pretty much keep fighting, don't give up. We done been in those situations over the past 3 years. You know, my sophomore year, we came from behind about 4 or 5 times, different games. And, I mean, we pretty much knew we could do it then.
Eddie will look for the pylon. He's got a touchdown for Starkville.
Ended up doing pretty good defensively, but at the end of the day, you know, just one of those things. Like I say, we was competing against a good team, and you know, you're gonna have some teams that's gonna score some points on you. It might be first drive, second drive, third drive. It was all about, you know, making adjustments and bouncing back.
And how about this stand by Starkville? It's 4th and goal now from the 3. Trouble, and he's going down, back at the 11-yard line. I got to give credit to Starkville's defense. Remember, this offense had 603 yards of total offense in that win last week against Brandon. Here's Petty, a nice safe quarterback draw. But Petty has some room, and he will get the first down. How about that? The fake to Stevenson. He's got the tight end wide open. It's going to be a touchdown for Starkville. That's Philip Swan.
I feel like once we got the offense rolling, our fans got more behind us. They knew if we could score, we could win. So, I mean, I think Oak Grove, honestly, they got a little scared and shook when they seen we start scoring and being the offense we are.
Kind of return. A big-time return. Pass to Burnside. He's got the catch. Pass on the far side is complete. Time. It's up the middle. Oh. How about that physical run? 40-yard line. Petty completes the pass, and a first down to Jaden Turnsteed. Tight end across the middle. The catch. Now 4th and a yard. Petty in that second effort will give the Yellow Jackets a first down. There's 5.5 minutes left. Petty has time toward the end zone. Caught inside the 5. Third down. Petty with the fake in the end zone. Touchdown!
My last high school game, I got to go out with a bang. And I guarantee you that was all my teammates did as well. We fought hard, but we didn't come out with the win.
And celebrate, Oak Grove. You've just won a state championship.
Probably the 3 best years of my life, I think. So I'll definitely do it over again.
Absolutely, I'd relive these past 3 years. Learned a lot of things, met a lot of people, and just thankful that it happened.
I would do it again. I mean, these past 4 years haven't been easy, so I do it all over again to go in the same position. You never want to go out your last year with a loss, so I definitely do it all over again.
Well, at the end of the day, you know, you just can't really focus on the loss. To me, it's just more about the process of what it takes to win. And sometimes a loss, in my opinion, isn't a bad thing because to me, it's all about the lesson that you learn from losing. It's all about getting better and, you know, just trying to stack good days on top of good days and, you know, just continue to do the stuff the right way, even after a loss. You can't point fingers, you can't get down. You just got to regroup and, you know, fix the stuff that needs to be fixed and, you know, be ready to compete the next week. And I thought that's what we did. I thought we did a good job of learning from our mistakes and fixing them and bouncing back and playing some good football. You know, when you got a good football team, I think that just kind of helps the morale as far as your community, also the school. I feel like, you know, anytime that you have a successful season, I just think that does a lot for the community, like I said, and just the school in general. I think you got a happier school when you're winning. You know, it gives kids something to cheer for. It gives your community something to cheer for. And also, you know, just a sense of pride and tradition. You know, I think that goes a long way. And to me, it just set the tone and the standard for the next group of kids who comes up, you know, behind these guys who graduate now. And, you know, everybody's going to want to, you know, continue to be great because of what people did before us. So, you know, the standard's going to always be the standard. And, you know, we're chasing greatness. Hopefully we'll get there. But if not, we're going to bust our butts trying to.
It starts in the classroom. You can't go nowhere without good grades, without graduating. Everybody looks at your high school records. So I think handling business in the classroom first. And then when you get down here, listen to your coaches. They're not gonna set you up for failure. Everything they tell you is gonna be true. And they done experienced it. They done played at all the levels that you want to play at. So being able to trust your coaches and having a good bond with them is probably one of the biggest things.
When you look at our student athletes, to be successful, they've got to be resilient. Our boys come out on the football field and practice each and every day. And practice a lot of times is tough. I mean, kids have to be resilient to be part of a team and understand the big concept of it and give up self sometime for a bigger picture of the team. And so being an athlete teaches you to be resilient, to push forward, to have dedication and commitment and perseverance and all those things that really we ask for our students in the classroom. We know that our kids have a purpose, they have pride and passion, and they have a vision for their future. And so to make it through education, you've got to have the same resilience. And so you see a parallel of our kids that really go from the football field to the classroom, carrying over that resilience to be able to study and work hard, prepare, be dedicated, who do well in the classroom and do well on the football field. And so with that, we're excited about our boys and girls to participate in all of our athletic programs. We have tremendous opportunities for kids in this school district, and so we're excited about the opportunities to grow every child.